Hey guys, welcome back to the House of Wrinkles, bringing you the how-to for English Bulldogs and other canine tips and tricks. So this is little Cher, or for right now it is. She's getting ready to go to her new home in just a few days, and some of you may be getting ready to pick up your new puppy as well. So today, Cher and I are going to tell you all the things you need to prepare for your new puppy. So stay tuned. So the first thing you're going to need is a crate or something to keep them in. Eric and I really believe in crate training. There are other ways to potty train your puppy, but we believe that crate training is the #1 best way to potty train your puppy. So you'll want a crate, and what we suggest is going ahead and getting one that is going to be large enough for your dog to grow into. It comes with a divider so that you can block off the space that they don't need, because you're going to ideally want the puppy to only be able to stand up and turn around. You don't want to give them a lot of room. That way you're not encouraging them to use the bathroom in their crate. One of the main reasons why we believe crate training is better is because with puppy pads, it teaches your puppy that pottying in the house is okay. So sometimes they can confuse your nice rugs or your carpet or a blanket that's laid down on the floor for a puppy pad, and they think that it's okay to use that. So we believe that it's really important to crate train. Teach your puppy that going outside is the only place to potty. One of our next videos coming up here in the near future will be on crate training and how to crate train your new puppy. So when you get your new puppy, it's probably going to be teething. You definitely need some teething chew toys and just some toys to keep them active and playful. So this is a chew toy. This is something that's completely safe to leave in the crate with your puppy, but this is an active play toy, and things like this can be easily torn up. You do not want to leave your puppy unattended with toys like this because it's a choking hazard. This is a really good example of a toy that's good for tug of war or playtime, but you definitely do not want to leave your puppy unattended with a toy like this because these threads are easily come unraveled and can choke your puppy. One of the very most important things to do when you get your new puppy is to talk to the breeder about what they have already been feeding that puppy. You don't want to go and buy a new food and introduce them to a new food and a new home all at one time. That can really upset the puppy's stomach. So what you ideally want to do is buy just a bag of the puppy food that the breeder's already been using and transition your puppy slowly into the food that you're going to be feeding them long term. So when transitioning your puppy to the new food, the way you want to do it is you want to mix 25% of the new food with 75% of the old food, or what they've already been using, for 3 days. Then you want to do 50-50 for 3 days, and then 75-25 for 3 days, and then you're good to go with your new food. It's a really good idea to have some canned pumpkin on hand. Let me tell you why. This is really good for their digestive systems. It's good to give your puppy this on a regular basis, but another good reason why you would want to have this when you bring your new puppy home is sometimes a new environment, new people being away from their siblings can give them a little bit of an upset stomach, and pumpkin is a great way to kind of clear up any diarrhea or upset stomach. So it's always a good idea to kind of have some of this on hand. Now this is something that maybe not all breeds will need this, but for bulldogs and other breeds that don't chew their food but just inhale it, you definitely want to have a slow feeder. This is a lifesaver. Now, I will say this. It's important to talk to your breeder about how your new puppy eats. Some puppies eat slower than others. Now, like Cher here, she's not a fast eater. So a slow feeder may not be very important the first few weeks of her new home life, but as your puppy grows, especially when they get a few months into being in their new space and they get used to it, they will start to eat fast. And a slow feeder is a lifesaver. You definitely want to have one of these on hand. Now this is just mainly used for kibble only. Now if you plan to feed your puppy raw like us, then you probably won't need this. Next, you're going to want to have some grooming tools on hand. So these are nail clippers. Your puppy's nails are going to grow fast. Eric can put a link to these in the description below. And then also, y'all have heard us probably, if you follow us, talk about wrinkle paste, and this stuff is amazing. If your dog has any kind of wrinkles or folds, you're going to want to use this. It helps keep those folds clean, and it takes care of any tear staining. Especially like with this little girl, she's got a prominently white face. So this stuff is going to be a lifesaver for her parents because tear stains are very common, especially with a white face. Now for shampoo, when they're little like this, and for the first couple of months of their life, we just use a baby shampoo, any brand of baby shampoo. Ideally, not anything that's too perfumey. I wouldn't get anything with lavender in it. I would just get something, just your basic baby shampoo. You don't want to use anything that has harsh chemicals or anything like that until they get older and they start developing maybe skin problems. Then you might change their shampoo then, but when they're a baby shampoo is best. Oh, and another thing I want to mention while I'm thought of this, I want to say that be very careful about any kind of incense that you might burn in your house. Some of those are very toxic to dogs and can even cause death. Okay, so lastly, you want to get a harness and a leash, and we prefer harnesses over collars when they're little. Less pulling on their neck, and it's just easier for us. We just think these are better. But you probably don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a harness and leash because they're going to grow out of it really fast. So we suggest just getting something, you know, fairly cheap, just at your local pet store, and because they're going to grow and they're going to need something larger pretty quick. Oh, and one other thing I almost forgot. I wanted to let y'all know. Okay, so another thing is bedding. Now, this right here is just an old pillow with like a $5 throw from the dollar store thrown over it. I don't suggest going and buying like puppy beds or anything like that at first because your puppy is going to be still learning and growing. They're going to chew. They're going to potty on it. You know, they have accidents. Puppies have accidents. They're not going to come to your house and be accident free. So our suggestion, of course you can go out and buy puppy beds if you want, but our suggestion, if you don't want to waste your money, is just to get something like this, or you know, this is just an old pillow I had laying around the house. Just threw this little throw over it, and they love it. All right, guys, the most important thing to know, number one thing to know, most important, make sure you love and spoil these babies to death. Thank you guys so much for watching. Me and Cher, love you. See you next time. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And hit the bell button to be notified of our future videos. Thanks, guys.